Great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's going to bring this one out. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. The quick out. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Throwing, Lagway. Fires complete on the crosser. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I think a big question at the start of the year was, could this transfer quarterback help take this offense to the next level? And, David, he's really made his mark. He has played so well up to the midway point of the season with his decision-making, with his arm talent, his playmaking ability. He's got this team thinking national championship.
Yeah, and I think that's only going to grow now, right? Like, he's getting the experience. He's been learning on the job with all these new guys and new faces, and he's still done really well. I think the best football's probably still in front of this young man. That's how good he can be, and if that continues to happen, this team's a national championship contender.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Lagway on the play action. Left side is Huffman. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Got his man.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Barber. Rush is on. Crosses the 45. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Mitchell. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Sells the run, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Mitchell.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 48, set to kick this one off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, it's Roberts. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Long way to go on second down. Flagway wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun on third down, Lagway. On the move. He's going to run it. He breaks a tackle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Play fake Lagway. And the quarterback is toast back. 35.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll move the tight end. The play fake. Right down the middle. Holds on, it's Montgomery. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Roberts. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Lagway. Turns it upfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the run, it's Roberts.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go play action with Lagway. Shoots it to the left. And he almost had a pick.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. The throw. Got his man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Roberts. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's Lagway to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Barber. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Throwing, Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Roberts. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. Lagway wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Trying to get started. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, as you know, there is history here today. That last touchdown catch on the previous drive set the new school record for receiving touchdowns in a season, and this wide receiver is going to continue to work. He's running right back out there right now, and the quarterback just said, hey, I'm going to keep looking your way. We'll see if they can keep that connection alive here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. Secures it at the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got a little time to work with and try to add to this lead. Flagway. Look out. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half, his biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication says they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's 3rd down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket, get through your progression, it's not open, you take off and run, pick up the 1st down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On the option. The pitch. Got some green grass. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up. Flying out to the left. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Defense all over it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Extending the play. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback that's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
Looking to throw, it's Barber. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Pulls it. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Absolute shank. Missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Second down coming up. Right back to the well. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Follows his blocks. It's Roberts. Stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So no dice on third down, and they'll punt it away on fourth. Fields the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Tight end now in motion. Running inside, it's Roberts. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Snags it and he's open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's Lagway to pass. Under pressure. Escapes trouble. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Roberts. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Out wide right, it's Huffman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Turns up, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes a grab for a big play. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Mitchell. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Right side, it's Hale. There, got some room, entered to the goal line. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be...
It's a seam wide open. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll give it to him again. Maybe a crease. Bust through behind his pad. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Missouri trying to run out this clock. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout called by the defense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half, but D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen.